Hi, I'm Dan Shirley, and we're back up here in the mountains again, me and Garland. We starting our research again. We took a little break. We had to wrap up the documentary we did, and we finished filming that, and which I said prior before, it's going to air this October, and you're really going to like it. I think you're really going to enjoy this one. Now that we got that out of the way, last week we came up here and I decided I wanted to do a little experimentation with another bait tree, and this particular area has nothing to do with our main research area where the film was shot. Although this is around the vicinity, and so we chose this particular pine tree. And what we basically did last week, we set this trap up, and as you can see, the line right here, and there's a second one up in there, we hung a couple apples. We also used some glow sticks, which you can see right here, 2 of them. And basically I wanted to use that as a beacon. That last week there was no moon, it was really dark, and so therefore it was a good experimentation to do, to see what the glow lights would attract into the bait. And obviously, as you can see, it did. There's one of the cords right here, I'm pulling down from the tree. As you can see, there's still the apple stem is still in it, and so was the second one. We stayed that night to about 11:30, and other than that, we actually nothing really was promising. We stayed for as long as we could. It was just it's like I backed my theory up where, like I said before, Sasquatch is not totally 100% nocturnal. I just had to do that, get that out of the way. That satisfied my theory. But although as you can see, the bait was taken. On that night, about 10:30, Garland and I were in the vehicle and observing and listening for sounds and such and movement. We did have some movement to our left side. Whatever it was awfully big. My guess is probably the same. My guess it was probably one of the squatches around here, and it took the apples. And the other reason I did this, I'm trying to figure out the exact expansion of their range. From what I could tell in the research in this area, which we've been here for researching for quite a long time now, it kind of seems evident they have quite a range. Now that we got that out of the way, I wanted to tell you a quick little story that was told to me last week on that same particular night. We came across a fella, and of course, you know, I don't like to give names. And we came across this fella, and we had a nice little chat. And it come to be, or he had a friend that used to be an avid hunter, and he used to hunt in this area of the woods. Now, if you just kind of follow me here for a second. Now, the way the story goes, what's happened in this area right in here. The way the story goes, he was an avid hunter, and he was right up in here, decided to take a rest. He sat down, and he leaned up against the pine tree. taking a rest. All of a sudden, he's looking in this direction, and this huge creature stands up, erect, completely bipedal, and turns and looks at him. Now the hunter is startled because he can't believe his eyes of what he's seen. So he raises his rifle and he holds it up and points it at the creature. He sees it's not a bear. He sees it's not a human, although it appears to look human. It was about 8 feet in height and all covered in hair. It took one hard look at him, and they just stared at each other. The guy couldn't squeeze the trigger, and consequently the creature just went on its way, disappeared into the woods. Now this happened 25 years ago, which would place it around 1987. And he never mentioned anything about it to anybody. And of course, you know how these go. You know, you don't want to imagine he doesn't want anybody to think that he's crazy or something, or seeing something that wasn't there, and that's not the case. He knows exactly what he's seen, and he kept that secret with him for all them years. And so that completely bonifies the research we're doing up here. Because as you know, we do have a clan of 8 of them. Now I know the extension of the range, which is why this experiment was done here with this other bait tree. So this happened 25 years ago. Here we are 25 years later, and I have a clan up here. So basically, what I'm saying, it just shows that there's no dispute about it. And there's no ifs or buts about it. They are without a doubt reproducing. And like I've said before, the research I've done up here so far, the Squatches up here, they've been here for, my guess is, for thousands of years. The stories go way back. You know, it's kind of hard to keep looking up all this and doing the research on it. But when we do this, it's so mind-blowing and so amazing. I mean, anywhere from the gold miners back in the 1800s, which back in here is full of old gold mines, natural caves, which that is the second reason we do our research up here, because we're about ready to launch our new research on proving the theory that Sasquatch lives in the ground. We've already been doing some pre-research. We just got a path. We kind of forged ourselves, so we got a good starting point. And I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting this video off, because we have to get to work. We don't got much sunlight left. And keep an eye on our site. We'll be posting some other videos. And of course, we try to give you all the best evidence that we can. So until next time, right now, me and Garland, we're going to have to get back to work. And right now we're on our search for where Sasquatch lives. And I will find him. I found him here. I will be knocking on their front door, guarantee it. So until next time, I'm going to be on my way. We're going to head off and do some research. So until then, we'll catch you later. I hope you enjoy this video.